Welcome to Bike Focus Reviews brings you another deep dive into an automotive legend reimagined for a new era. Today, we're exploring the 2026 Shelby Cobra 427, a car that bridges one of the most iconic names in American performance with modern technology, craftsmanship, and raw power. The Cobra is a symbol of unfiltered driving passion, a machine that first roared to life in the 1960s and left an imprint on racing and street culture alike. Now in 2026, Shelby American and its collaborators have given enthusiasts a chance to relive that legacy while introducing innovations that make it a relevant contender in today's performance landscape. This script takes you through the styling, powertrain, handling, features, and the philosophy behind the rebirth of the Cobra 427, the heritage of the Cobra. The Shelby Cobra 427 has roots stretching back to Carroll Shelby's bold decision to combine lightweight British roadster design with American V8 muscle. The original Cobra, particularly the 427 version, was a brute on the road and the track, with wide fenders, massive tires, and an engine that redefined what a sports car could be. By the mid-1960s, it had become a track weapon capable of unsettling Ferraris, Jaguars, and Corvettes. The new 2026 edition does not forget its ancestry. Instead, it embraces the timeless proportions and racing DNA of the classic, while adding 21st century refinement. Exterior design. At first glance, the 2026 Shelby Cobra 427 remains faithful to its muscular stance. Long hood, short rear deck, and flared arches that give it an unmistakable road presence. But look closer, and you'll see how designers have integrated modern elements. The chassis has been widened slightly for stability, the body uses advanced carbon fiber composites to save weight, and LED lighting has been cleverly embedded without compromising the car's vintage profile. Air vents and ducts are both functional and sculpted for performance cooling. Even the side exhaust pipes, a hallmark of the Cobra, are redesigned to meet modern safety and emission standards while still bellowing with that signature growl. The Cobra looks every bit as aggressive as its 1960s ancestor, but sharper, sleeker, and more aerodynamic. Powertrain and performance. The heart of the Cobra has always been its engine, and the 2026 model does not disappoint. Buyers have two options: a naturally aspirated 7.0-liter V8 delivering over 650 horsepower, or a supercharged variant pushing closer to 800 horsepower. Unlike modern performance cars laden with driver aids, the Cobra 427 embraces a purist approach. A 6-speed manual transmission comes standard, channeling power to the rear wheels with a limited slip differential. There's no all-wheel drive, no hybrid assist, just raw power at your command. With a curb weight well under 3,000 pounds, the power-to-weight ratio makes it a beast capable of hitting 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3.5 seconds. Top speed exceeds 200 miles per hour, but what makes the Cobra special is not just straight-line speed, it's the visceral connection between driver and machine. Handling and chassis dynamics. To keep all that power manageable, Shelby engineers designed a modern suspension system that blends classic feel with cutting-edge control. A fully independent suspension with adaptive dampers allows the Cobra to be comfortable on the street, but razor-sharp on the track. The hydraulic steering system, deliberately chosen over fully electronic steering, provides analog feedback that modern cars often lack. Braking comes courtesy of carbon ceramic discs with 6-piston calipers, ensuring fade-free performance during spirited driving. Massive Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires provide grip, yet the Cobra still demands respect. Push too hard, and it will remind you of its wild nature, just like the original. Interior and driver experience. Step inside the 2026 Cobra 427, and you'll be greeted by a cockpit that strikes a balance between retro authenticity and modern ergonomics. The dashboard is dominated by analog gauges, including a prominent tachometer at the center, just as it should be. High-quality leather, brushed aluminum, and exposed carbon fiber adorn the interior, reminding drivers that this is a handcrafted machine. Seats are snug, racing-style buckets, ensuring you're firmly planted during high-speed maneuvers. While technology is kept minimal, modern necessities like Bluetooth connectivity, climate control, and a discrete infotainment display are included. The emphasis is still on driving. The Cobra wants you to focus on the road, the revs, and the thrill of open-air motoring with the removable roof panel. The Cobra philosophy. What makes the 2026 Shelby Cobra 427 so special is not just its performance numbers, but the philosophy behind it. In an era dominated by electric hypercars, digital dashboards, and autonomous features, the Cobra is a throwback to the purity of driving. It demands skill, attention, and respect. It rewards drivers with sensations that are increasingly rare. The mechanical clunk of a gear change, the roar of a naturally aspirated engine, and the thrill of balancing throttle and steering inputs at the edge of control. It's a car built for enthusiasts who want more than just speed. They want a connection with history, mechanics, and adrenaline. Exclusivity and ownership. The 2026 Cobra 427 will not be mass-produced. Shelby has announced a limited production run, ensuring exclusivity. Each car is hand-built with bespoke options available for customers who want to personalize their Cobra with unique paint finishes, custom interiors, or performance upgrades. Prices reflect its rarity and craftsmanship, with base models starting above $200,000 and supercharged versions climbing significantly higher. But ownership of a Cobra has never been about practicality or value. It's about passion, legacy, and the joy of driving something truly iconic. The future of the Cobra. What does the Cobra's return mean in a world racing toward electrification? Shelby's answer is clear. There's still a place for analog machines that celebrate the raw essence of driving. While future Cobras may incorporate hybrid systems or electrification, the 2026 model proudly stands as a tribute to the past, while showing that heritage can coexist with modern innovation. It's not just a car, it's a statement that the thrill of internal combustion still matters. Conclusion. The 2026 Shelby Cobra 427 is more than a re-release of a legendary nameplate. It is a celebration of everything that made the original a motorsport and cultural icon. From its thunderous V8 to its classic silhouette, and from its handcrafted interior to its uncompromising driving experience, it embodies passion, nostalgia, and engineering excellence. Bike Focus Reviews highlights how the Cobra 427 proves that even in a rapidly changing automotive landscape, there will always be a demand for cars that stir the soul and remind us why we fell in love with driving in the first place. For those fortunate enough to own one, the Cobra is not just transportation. It's history reborn, power unleashed, and a symbol of unshakable performance heritage.